Welcome, everyone. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a pivotal moment in automotive history. We'll explore how a single, brilliant innovation in 1893 did not just improve the automobile, but fundamentally defined how every car steers, even today. Join us as we uncover the story of the Benz Victoria and its revolutionary double-pivot steering system. In the late 19th century, the automobile was a fascinating but deeply flawed concept. Early vehicles were often just motorized versions of horse-drawn carriages, and they shared a critical weakness: steering. The challenge was immense. How do you effectively control a self-propelled, four-wheeled machine? The existing simple pivot systems were clumsy and inefficient, causing wheels to scrub and slide rather than turn smoothly. This single problem was a massive barrier, transforming a potentially revolutionary invention into a cumbersome, difficult-to-manage contraption. A true solution was needed to make the automobile a viable form of transportation. Enter Carl Benz, a name already synonymous with automotive pioneering thanks to his patent motorwagen. Benz was not satisfied with his early tricycle designs. He recognized their limitations and dedicated himself to cracking the code of multi-wheel steering. His relentless pursuit of perfection led to a groundbreaking invention. In 1893, he patented his solution, the double-pivot steering system. This was not just a minor tweak. It was a complete reimagining of vehicle control. This patent represented a massive leap forward, promising to solve the very problem that held back the entire concept of the four-wheeled automobile. This patent represented a massive leap forward, promising to solve the very problem that held back the entire concept of the four-wheeled automobile. The platform for this revolutionary technology was the Benz Victoria. Unveiled in 1893, this was the car that brought double-pivot steering to the world. Production began at the Benz C factory in Mannheim, Germany. While we do not have exact production numbers from that era, the Victoria quickly established itself as a landmark model. It was more than just a new car. It was a powerful demonstration of the viability and practicality of a properly steerable four-wheeled vehicle. It was the machine that proved Carl Benz's theory and set the stage for the future of the automobile industry. Now, let's look under the hood, so to speak. At the core of the Benz Victoria was a robust, horizontally mounted single-cylinder engine. The initial models featured a 2.9-liter unit that produced around 3 horsepower. This was quite impressive for the time. Later versions were even more powerful, boasting a larger 4.5-liter engine that increased the output to 6 horsepower. This power plant delivered its energy to the rear wheels through a clever system of belts and chains. While the engine was a marvel in its own right, its purpose was to support the true innovation of the car, its revolutionary chassis and steering. So, how did it actually work? The genius of the double-pivot steering system, which we often refer to today as Ackermann steering geometry, lay in its elegant simplicity. Instead of the entire front axle pivoting from a single central point, Benz's design allowed each front wheel to turn on its own individual pivot point, known as a kingpin. This was the critical difference. This setup ensured that when the driver turned the tiller, the front wheels could turn at slightly different angles. This simple yet profound change eliminated the scrubbing and instability of older systems, allowing for vastly improved directional control and maneuverability. Let's visualize why this matters. During any turn, the inner wheel needs to follow a tighter circle than the outer wheel. Benz's double pivot system automatically accounted for this. It allowed the inner wheel to turn more sharply than the outer wheel. Why is this so important? It ensures that both wheels can track along perfect concentric circles without slipping, dragging, or creating excessive tire wear. It is a fundamental principle of vehicle dynamics that ensures a smooth, stable, and predictable turn. The fact that this exact principle is still employed in virtually every road vehicle made today is a powerful testament to Carl Benz's profound foresight. It is important to remember the context. The Benz Victoria did not enter a world of competing car brands. It entered a world where the automobile itself was a bizarre novelty. It was often seen as a noisy, unreliable, and even dangerous contraption. The main competitor was, quite simply, the horse and carriage. Within the very small, burgeoning automotive scene, however, the Victoria stood out. Its engineering sophistication was on another level. It was not just another sputtering machine. It was a demonstration of a practical, controllable, and safer future for personal transport, setting a new benchmark for what a motor car could be. The impact of the Benz Victoria and its steering system cannot be overstated. It was the crucial innovation that made four-wheeled vehicles genuinely practical and safe to operate. This breakthrough paved the way for the development of larger, faster, and more powerful cars. The Victoria's significance is not measured by film appearances or racing victories, but by its fundamental contribution to engineering. It was a proving ground for a technology that would become universal. In solving the steering problem, Carl Benz did not just build a better car, he laid a cornerstone for the entire automotive industry, enabling the steerable automobile as we know it today. So, to recap, the 1893 Benz Victoria was far more than just an early automobile. It was the vehicle that introduced the world to double pivot steering, Carl Benz's brilliant solution to one of engineering's toughest problems. This innovation transformed the car from a clumsy novelty into a truly navigable machine, establishing a design principle that remains the standard for every car, truck, and bus on the road today. It truly was a revolution in motion. Thank you for your attention.